Welcome to this week's Super Rugby review that saw the Highlanders turn the tables on a Chiefs team that dominated territory and possession but did little with either. Same goes for the Blues, who did everything but win because they've forgotten how to. No such problem for the Brumbies, who made short work of the Force. The Ball stopped the Cheetahs in their tracks, and the Sharks are another team that look like winners but don't know how to land the knockout punch. The week off did the Waratahs no harm as they made the Reds look average at best.
Look, we had enough ball and territory to win 2 games. Certainly first half we created opportunities, but just needed to give a pass or hang on to the ball longer, or I guess we missed a few shots at goal that would have created a bit of scoreboard pressure and so on. But in the end, we've got to give a bit of credit to Highland's defence. They were pretty desperate, and I know we were just a couple of yards off where we were last week, and just highlights you got to start again in these clashes, and we've started playing like we were still finishing off the Crusaders game type of thing. So that's another lesson learnt. It's obviously something we were pretty nervous about going into the game. So in the end it wasn't good enough. We had chances. I'll say we weren't accurate enough, we weren't clinical enough, and we lost a hell of a lot of ball in the contact area, which is pretty frustrating. So, we've got to look at ourselves. We had a chance to win the game. And really, the Highlanders, every time they got down our area, they came up with some points, whether it was at Patrick's try or penalties. So, that's what this competition's like. Every game's a tough one, and you've got to get up every week. And she turned into a bit of an arm wrestle, and, we weren't good enough in the end. Training on Wednesday was probably a little bit behind where we needed to be. Yesterday was really sharp. So it's mental. You can flog the boys all week, or you can have a light week. But I query whether how focused we were, and we certainly weren't clinical. Obviously we had an ascendancy in that area. There was every chance that someone was going to go to the bin again, and so we were just using that to our advantage. Obviously we drove a bit. They sort of got off a line pretty quickly from scrums and were able to shut us down. We made a few errors in and around that, and so the key was we just didn't build enough pressure. We had a very dominant scrum, and we should have won the game on the basis of that. We got them down there. We won penalties on their feed and our feed, and so on. So the boys did a bloody good job in that area, but in the end, like I say, we should have turned that pressure into more points. Really, it's unforgivable. There's no way we should lose a game with that much possession and that much territory with the firepower we got.
So really proud of our team, and never really questioned their ticker or their heart. This is my 5th year coach, so that's always been a strong point. But again, I'm a little bit disappointed around, the start that we made in the second half. Clearly ahead. Pressure was on the opposition, and then we put a lot of pressure on ourselves by getting us inbinning, So we got lucky in the end, really. We created a lot of opportunities, but we should have been a lot more clinical than that. And I thought defensively in the first half we were really smart. We tackled well. We absorbed a lot of pressure, and then the chances that we got, which were minimal, 2 or 3. We're able to put some points on them. So on the scoreboard we ticked away, and I don't know what the position was, but I know we were in our half for most of the game, and to do that against the Chiefs side is quite remarkable, really. What we're doing wrong, and what we're not doing good enough, is being detailed and clinical in our exit in our half. So we're making small mistakes, giving small penalties away, allowing teams to build a lot of pressure in our half. And today, whilst we showed a lot of belief in ticker. Against the Crusaders in the first game, we did exactly the same thing, but we, they scored points, and it was very hard to chase. So we're getting better at it. But what we need to do is a wee bit like what we were able to achieve against the Reds last week. We were a lot better in that area. So we took a backward step in that area. But fortunately we had enough to get out. 10 minutes scrummaging in your own half or inside your own 22 without a lock, and having your second 5'8" or centre being on the scrum. So all that really does is gas all the rest of your forwards. So, like our players in this instance, Joe Wheeler, under pressure felt he was doing the best thing for the team, but in in reality and in hindsight, it's not the best team. We've just got to back each other a bit better than that and be a bit smarter. Each week I've got to say we are getting better. We came up against it. There's 3 people here that suggest that Chiefs would have this game in the back pocket. So we got the points and we're off home. 14-3 at half time. We should have put the team away. But what we actually did is we made some silly mistakes and we got guys in the sin bin and just about lost that match. As far as I'm concerned, we should have won that game a lot easier than that. The Waratahs are different. They're a tough team, won the competition. Just have a bit of a couple of spates tonight and see how we go in the week.
We came into the shed and we were tired. I was hands on knees for the last 5 minutes until the whistle blew at half time, and they really came with their A game, and I'm pretty sure they had most of the ball. I don't feel that we had any of it, and the times that we did get the ball, we managed to turn it into points. We came into the sheds and the coaches just said, we haven't played any game, we haven't played our game yet, and if we can go out there in the second half and get some ball, then it might change things. But we didn't, and we managed to just hold on, and our D was awesome tonight. I think their set piece was a step up from the previous weeks. Their set piece was really good. Their scrum and their line out, and in particular their scrum, it really hurt us, especially in that 40 minute to 55 minute period where they got 2 penalty tries. The legs were pretty wrecked after that, but it was good that our leaders just kept on talking to us, just kept on picking us up, and just said, if we can survive this next 10 minutes, these next few scrums, we can come out and fire some shots. We came back and then we kept on piling on points, and right at the end, Marty Banks, clutch. I was just about to go run over and give him a kiss, but I thought I'd better not. I'll wait for the changing rooms. We knew that we just had to get in there and just go same way and be physical and hopefully get either a drop goal or a penalty. With our run of home games coming up, I think it's important that we rack up some away wins. We always knew that when we were coming into this fortress, that it was going to be a tough gig, and the body's certainly feeling it. And next week it's going to be no different. I actually got tapped on the shoulder on Monday morning, and Jamie came up to me and said, "I've got a job for you," and I just said, "Happy to oblige," and I had fun doing it. I played quite a few games last year at 7, so it comes naturally to me, and I love it being in 7 just because it's more involved. Whereas sometimes you can get a little bit lost at 6 and not get your hands on the ball or over the ruck or as many tackles as you want as you get as 7. I think our group of loose forwards are right up there. We've left a few of the boys back at home, and they're class players as well. So it's going to be awesome for us if we can keep that competition going throughout the year.
The Stormers find themselves at the top of the table with the demise of the Chiefs, costing the Hamilton-based franchise 2 rungs on the ladder. The Hurricanes enjoyed their break, knowing they've retained a playoff berth without needing to take the field. The Tues filling the all-important 6th spot. The Highlanders, meanwhile, are rewarded with elevation to number 7 and the best of the chasers, with the bye already in their pocket. The Cheetahs slip out of finals contention for now at least. The Sharks top of the one-win teams by virtue of a bonus point and superior points differential. Firmly at the bottom, the Blues have raised far more questions than answers as to why New Zealand's largest catchment franchise is so far off the pace so early.